Okay, here we go again. Another WoW Forum Adventures. Blizz response to tokens. Now, I have probably the worst take regarding tokens. I don't know who's gonna agree with me on this one, but in my opinion, tokens is a good thing. And here's why. Now, before you hate me and write shit in the comments, I'll tell you why tokens is a good thing. It allows people like me to never play for Blizzard games for the last 8 years. The only time I spent money on Blizzard in the last 8 years, well, whatever, whenever it came out, I believe it's about 8 years now. The only time I spent money on Blizzard is recently because I ran out of Battle.net balance and I paid $13 for Diablo 4. So tokens, fantastic idea. I like tokens. However, red tokens apparently cannot turn to Battle.net balance. Bad tokens. Bad. Bad. Anyways, let's see what this post is about. Blizz response to tokens. We hear folks say things like, just ban the bots a lot. We ban tens of thousands of bots a week. It's not visible to you just how much we do. And that is absolutely another problem itself. And honestly, I don't even think they can do anything about this. It's a free-to-play game with a subscription fee. But it's free-to-play. Therefore, for bots to get in, very easy. Why is Lost Ark full of bots? It's a free-to-play game. Any free-to-play game is gonna be full of bots. Like, it is what it is. It's a problem they created. Ooh, let's see. First off, botting, first offense, gets you a 1-week suspension. They introduced boosts. They allowed DKs without needing a level 55. I think that was a great fucking idea for the player base. I mean, yeah. Like, yeah, we can't see it because all gold sellers need to do is get a new account, boost a tune, or get that sweet DK going. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. Thoughts on WoW Token Wrath Classic. Unfortunately, in the history of WoW, the people perpetrating this illicit trade have also never been better at coming up with new methods, schemes, farms, and exploits to work around our efforts. Keep in mind, they used to have in-game GMs that would monitor character behavior if someone was reported as a bot. There used to be a job for this. Okay. Explain to me, how many people will you need to hire when probably approximately 100,000 bots are in your game constantly? Like, you cannot, a person will not be able, like, to ban them fast enough before they already have a new max level. It is literally impossible unless you hire probably like 50,000 people, maybe 5,000 people. Okay, each one bans 20. Right? You're gonna need a lot of fucking people because they also gonna need to investigate that it is actually a bot and shit like that, because these botters have better ways of like hiding the systems, right? It's almost as if there was a solution, almost like, I know this is gonna raffle some feathers because Daddy Blizzard is never wrong. Blizzard made a mistake and should rectify that mistake, but no. Instead, we get a blue post attempting to gaslight us into thinking the best answer currently is the token. Probably is, though. It is. It's the best answer, honestly, for everyone. Both the players and the company. I think the token saved WoW and made WoW a lot of money. I think a lot more people benefited from the token than they didn't. I think, again, in my opinion, the token was probably the best move WoW has ever made. I wish more subscription-based games would have tokens. But that's because I don't use gold for anything in the game. I like getting my own shit. I don't like buying gear. I don't like buying boosts. I like achieving my own fucking goals by myself. Like doing a Mythic plus 20, I do it with friends or like just in a pug. I will not buy somebody to boost me unless it's like an alt and I'm like super fucking tired. And even alts, usually I would do it on by myself because I like the sense of progression. It's an unwinnable war. It was very much a winnable battle, though. One to at least keep on a leash until the changes above were made or implemented. Nope, doubt it. The token is a, hey, we messed up and now everything is worse, but we're gonna monetize that since y'all are down with spending money. Yeah. Again, fantastic decision. People already buying gold. How do we stop people from buying illegal gold? Make our own gold thing. Like, yeah, it's fucking great. They're stealing business from the bots. It's fantastic. Bots, like, gold sellers are never gonna go away. You might as well at least buy it from a reputable source. I get that some people enjoy the addition of the token. I do, but at the same time, was it needed? A week or two of dailies, there's your faster flying or mount. It wasn't. I mean, again, in Wrath, I don't see like a big benefit to having a token, but especially because you can't turn into battle net balance. But as a whole, I like the token. Blizzard giving up some of that stashed yacht wealth for some GMs was needed. Let's see what people are saying. The people who still play Wrath deserve the abuse. Oh my god. Well said. Well said. I mean, I would extend this to all of Classic. People who play Classic deserve the abuse at this point, especially hardcore. Oh god. Hell, once Dragonflight is done, I think I'm done with Blizzard entirely. Already canceled my D4 pre-order? I mean, that's up to you. Keep in mind, they used to have in-game GMs that will monitor character behavior. If someone was reported as a bot, there used to be a job for this. Again, the amount of bots, the ease of access to the tech to make that many bots is substantially greater than it was way back when. In 2007, bro, right now you can have one PC run like 50 bots, maybe 100. One PC running 50 to 100, it like wows in one sitting. And you buy 10 of these. You couldn't do this in 2007, didn't have the tech. Well, it would be quite, let's see what the GM in 2007 said. While it would be quite convenient for game masters to penalize suspected botters immediately, it would be ultimately counterproductive. In the business world, such as the one in which Blizzard Entertainment operates, educated guesses, even ones which are made with absolute certainty, are not valid testimony. Big true. If an account is closed for active use of automation software, we must be able to back that accusation with undeniable evidence. This evidence comes as a result of vigorous investigation, not simple observation. It is quite likely that we will arrive at the same conclusion as our players. However, unlike our players, our research will have produced tangible data to which we can later defer disputes, defenses, and possible litigations. Yep, so you need a lot of manpower for all the bots. And I threw like a random 100,000. There might even be more. June 29, 2008, which is basically a year after. This is exactly how we behave and respect, and you will notice that when we meet our punishment, that it comes in big waves. By tracking and observing these guys for months, instead of pouncing immediately, we can see just how deep the rabbit hole goes. And what's more, we can do it without these guys knowing. The developers of the software in question are wily and will adapt their programming immediately should there be any hint that we are onto them. So, in the end, proceeding with caution will yield more results. Slow and steady wins the race. I know it's probably frustrating on your end, having to witness these guys day in and day out. And for that, I do apologize. Yeah, I mean, nothing sounds like off to me here. If this is true, because I don't know too much about the botting world, but if they keep banning non-stop, then yeah, I understand. But I know they also said here we ban tens of thousands of bots a week, so this does kind of counter what was said here. So it's kind of hard to understand what is really going on. Maybe, well, again, but this is like 15 years ago. So like technology might have changed. Their way to detect might have changed to the point where the bots can just do whatever they want and change the algorithms as much without Blizzard knowing. So we get a blue post attempting to gaslight us. The only one gaslighting here is you. Hey man, brother. That would monitor character behavior if someone was reported as a bot. Cool, you posted exactly what I was talking about. Okay. So we get a blue post attempting. The one gaslighting. This all falls apart when you consider that other companies, even indies, can do this much better than Blizzard seems to be able to do it. So what's the explanation? Because it's either they choose not to do it or they're incompetent. I want... Dude, please, someone point to a company that can do it better than Blizzard. Majority of players for Lost Ark are bots. That's Amazon Studios. Any free MMORPG full of bots. You sometimes more than the players than there are players. What company can do this better? Now, no, there's gonna be something here about a private server. Oh, I can't wait to find one. Again, point out exactly where my point is disputed, because the posts state that they have teams and resources dedicated to banning botters. That's what I'm literally saying they had jobs for, which currently seemingly they don't anymore. Again, automated bans, already said it, but I was hand leveling a paladin with less than 1.5k total on the whole account. Suspended for selling gold and botting, all because I sold on the auction house. Again, week-long suspensions when their automated system says, yep, that's a bot. Hey, so we aren't going to put in additional resources to help with this. In fact, it's gonna stay the same, but we are going to get money out of it. So here's the total. Well, it's not gonna stay the same because the demand for the illegal gold is gonna go down because some people will prefer to buy the gold from Blizzard. I made a mistake and should rectify the mistake, because again, the best answer wasn't to reinstate jobs that Blizzard already axed or get rid of boosts or that one free DK per account, right? That makes too much sense, especially since the WoW token did nothing for bots or RMT in retail. Yes, it did. But there are still bots, sure, but it definitely lowered the amount. It's a problem they create. It takes two to tango. Players cheat, buy gold, thus players create issues. I mean, I'm not gonna say he's wrong, but it's a bit too much blame on the players. Yes, it fights the gold seller by hampering their business. It also gives Blizzard even more money since it's their IP. Knowing that it goes through their system and not through a third-party site that they have no affiliation or contractual agreement with. Additionally, having players go through Blizzard instead of third-party sites, it gives the buyer a safer way of purchasing gold, with or without the token. Players are still going to buy gold. Amen. That's the whole point. People will still buy gold. There are always going to be gold sellers. Better it be Blizzard than anyone else. That didn't work though, even back then. Remember Susan Express? I remember. Yeah, like you can only ban so many people. How many servers are there? Not that many. Why didn't they send a GM into the games and stand guard? Again, the reason they can't is because they need concrete proof that the person is using an automated service. They have to find that. And also imagine they would have even more tools available to see the bots than the average gamer, and yet the average gamer was posting screenshots, making tickets, writing letters, asking in forums, asking on Twitter, literally knocking on the door at HQ with locations, names, anything that could be used to catch them. The people who still play Rat deserve the abuse. Yep. Cool, he posted exactly what I was talking about. Why is he replying to himself? I have no idea who he's replying to. Gaslighting is a form of strength and authority. It should be respected and imitated. If you're a fan of the game and of Blizzard, you should gaslight random complainers that will only be here for a few posts and leave. You, fanboys, on the other hand, will stay here for thousands of posts to continue gaslighting random players for us. You solve the botting problem. Every time a character is created or gets reported, it gets put on to probably a bot list and get tracked. And their activity gets scrutinized by a team of GMs. Bro, you are fucking delusional that every time a character is created, a team of GMs is gonna track the activity. When they start doing bot things, they get banned. It's that simple. I'm a programmer. It would be fun to write something like that server side. Hire me and I'll do it myself. Make it so that reported accounts get prioritize in this list as well so that they get immediate attention. Longer than a week-long ban as well because the current system, bad. I like the sound of that, although the issue for Blizzard would be paying you with money for a service that would lose them money. And money is all they care about. They don't care. I mean, I'm not gonna argue with this. Yes, they are a business. They care about money. Can't believe I have to defend Blizzard in this post. But again, like I said, my opinion is a bit unpopular. I am all for the token. Not so much the Wrath version, but token as a whole. There's always going to be gold sellers, right? And honestly, at the end of the day, if you're not going to have bots, you're going to have the gold farming sweatshops that we saw in a video way back. So yeah, in my opinion, look, does it suck for the Wrath community that they added? I understand it takes away from the original game, but honestly, the fuck do you need gold for? Like, what the fuck do you really need gold for in Wrath of the Lich King? But I am more of a semi-solo player in an MMORPG, so I like crafting my own shit. I like getting my own stuff. I don't like spending gold aside from like game time. So it is what is, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.